Welcome everybody. I am Rupali, representing Vedavi Global Services, specialist in providing support and services in BI and EPM space. We are specialists in pre-sale support, health checkup and optimization, installation and configuration, upgrade migration, support and maintenance, end-to-end implementation. So, my webinar agenda is the prerequisite for installation of OBIEE 11.1.15 and how to download the OBIE files, how to extract the setup files, how to configure the database server, how to install repository creation utility, installation and configuration of OBIE 11.1.15 and post check and validate the installation. So the prerequisite site slide for supported platforms, operating systems and hardware specifications. As we can check the prerequisite from the certification matrix that's available on our Oracle site. We can check our prerequisite from that certification matrix. And so the supported operating systems are like I have mentioned in the slide for Windows XP Professional with SP3, Windows 2003 with SP2 R2 plus, Windows Server 2008 with SP1 plus, Windows Server 2008 R2, database for database support for repository creation. In Oracle supported databases are Oracle 10.2.0.4 plus, 11.1.0.7 plus, 11.2.0.1 plus, and IBM DB2 9.1 plus, 9.5 plus, 9.7 plus, and Microsoft SQL Server 2005, 2008, Teradata 1213, and the hardware specifications as required like disk space 20 GB or more, available memory 4 GB or more, temporary space 950 MB or more, swap space 3 GB or more, and supported CPU dual core Pentium and 1.5 gigahertz or greater. And the next slide is for how to download the installation and setup files. We can download OBI EE11G setup files from the Oracle link, and there is softwares available on this Oracle site, and we can download the repository creation utility for OBI 115 and the Oracle Business Intelligence 11.1.15 installable files are also available on this site. So we can download like this and I have mentioned some screen for it, and just we have to accept the license agreement and we can download from the Oracle site. And next site is for extract the OBI setup files and repository component. So we have to put repository creation utility into the same drive where the operating system is installed, and extracted files will stored in a new folder and name whatever we need to give. We can give any we would like to give the name to the folder, and we have to extract these setup files of OBI 11G in a single folder. And then the next slide, this slide is for installation of repository creation utility. So we need to extract the repository creation utility files in a single folder, and we can run this rcu.bat file, which is under the bin directory, and we just have to double click this rcu.bat, and we can start the installation of repository creation utility. As repository creation utility, it's mainly for to create the repository schemas for that will requires for the OBIEE installation and configuration. We can create our schemas with the help of this repository. Then the screen uh, seems for the creation of repository database detail. So here we can give the database type, host name, port of the database, service name, username, password, and role for the schemas. So we have to give the database type. So I just mentioned in the screen Oracle database. So what database we are using for to create schemas? We can use any database, and I just mentioned in the screen Oracle database. So need to give the database server name, the host name, so need to give here, and port number of Oracle 1521, and the service name ORCL, username, then password, and the role of the user, as this is DBA. Then just hit the next button, and the next screen checks the prerequisite, as it checks the repository configuration metadata. Automatically comes the screen and check the prerequisite for obtain properties of the specified databases. Check the requirement of specified databases. Execute pre-create operation. It checks if it's success or not. So the prerequisite check, and just next we have to click on OK button and go for the next screen. So the next screen shows that for to select the components, and it will create our schemas. So here create the new prefix. Here by default it mentioned the dev, but we can mention any name as we would like to give. Means whatever we can give here the name, not necessary the by default dev. So here just in the screen mainly for to metadata services, audit services selected, and audit services for OES, and then next that is Oracle Platform Security Services and Oracle Business Intelligence, and for platform, that is for Dev BI platform and Dev MDS. These are the two main schemas, Dev MDS and Dev BI platform. Without these schemas, we couldn't run our OBI analytics, and these two schemas, that is Dev BI platform and Dev MDS. These are the main schemas, as um, provided the middleware, and as it will require for our OBI installation and configuration. So here mention the other, that is audit services, Dev AU, and audit services for OES, enterprise scheduler services, and then next OPSS for uh, Oracle Platform Security Service, and ODS, Oracle Internet Directory, and these are these schemas as here mentioned in the screen, and just click on the next button. So here in the next screen, that is for to set the password for the schemas. So here we need to mention the password and confirm password for the schema. Just we need to remember this password for our schema, and these are the confirm password, and just next we have to click on the next button, and it's necessary to remember this password for our further installation and configuration, that we will need to give the reference of this password. So just click on the next button, and the next screen, this slide shows the mapping of table spaces with the message, and click on the messages. So here just there is a mapping of table spaces as a default table spaces and temporary table spaces, and the naming of schemas, owner, and component name. Then next we have to just hit the next button, and we can check for the summary of users, schemas, and data tables with component. So here the summary of created schemas and table pieces type and table pieces name. So we can see it in a summary screen, and just we have to click on the create, and then in the completion summary screen we can see here the successfully creation of schemas in the screen. Then we need to just click on the close button, and the schemas are ready to use now, and the schemas creation completed. So we can verify into the database for RCU user schema. So we can check our databases with created schemas. There will be a platform as we have created in the RCU schema creation procedure. So we can check it in the databases. That is, whatever schemas we have created, we can check in the databases. Then we can check the log for this created schemas under the log and log under where we have the extracted our RCU uh, schemas directly. So we can check here the log of the either our schemas get created successfully or not. We can check over here. Then installation and configuration of OBIEE um, 11G extraction of the setup file. So we can extract these folders or RAR files under one folder. So these are the files as I mentioned in the screen. Um, um, these are the name for this one, 2, 3, 4, and these are the important files for to need to extract, and the setup.exe available under the this one, and just we need to click on the setup.exe, and we can start our OBIEE installation. So Oracle Universal Installer prerequisite verification started, as it's check the prerequisite for the swap space, and this check the whatever this prerequisite it get passed or not. So it's check the prerequisite as we have mentioned in the before slide. And then next screen is for the welcome screen for OBIE installation. Just click on the next button, and now in the screen comes for the software update screen. So here we can there are three options or check boxes: skip software updates, search my Oracle support for updates, and search local directory for updates. So to skip the screen, installer will not check for the update, might be applicable to current product installation. And then second one is for search for my Oracle support update. Yeah, if we register with the Oracle support, it automatically needs the Oracle support software update. So if we need it, we can check the second one. Then Third one, search local directory for updates. Select this option if we already download the latest software update, and if you want to install to search local directory for update, then click on the next button, and the this in this time we can check this light for installation type as a simple, and click on the next button in the screen. So here they mention three types of installation. First one, that is simple installation, second enterprise installation, and for third one, that is software only installation. So in a simple installation, install the basic OBIEE system along with the WebLogic server using default values for the things like domain name, ports number, and um, the simple installation installed with the default things of domain name, port, uh, and other things with default values. And enterprise installation, mm, having the few more options than the simple install, letting you to customize here the name of the WebLogic domain, WebLogic managed server installed with enterprise installation, and port data used, and so on. And here we can scale out our existing existing instance on the new computer, or adding extending domain. And with software only install, we will it will install only the software, but not a WebLogic server. You need to have this already installed, but this setup any instances of OBIEE. A similar situation to find you installed Oracle, that the database binaries, but don't configure the database instances. The enterprise installation and software only installations, um, same uh, same comparatively the simple installation. Just software only installation, then start is configuration. um, just is installation complete. Just we need to make the configuration with software only install type later. So these are the differences between simple enterprise and software only installation. Just click on the next button, and in the screen check the prerequisite automatically. So here, as per mentioned in the slide of prerequisite, here it checks the operating system certification, and checking the services pack, and checking the physical memory. So if it uh, fulfill the things, then it will it will show the status as like this, mentioned in the screen, and progress, that is 100%. So just hit the next button for the further installation. So this screen is for to create a middleware home directory. So before we need to create this directory under our directory structure, and just here we need to give the path from the browse, and we can create our middleware home. So all the OBI 11G installation will reside under this OBI folder, and Oracle BI and Oracle data directories, they will store separately from the middleware home, and it just including the binaries and OBI instance file, creating the separation in 11R1 between those files are static binaries, and config file uh, templates, and those changes over the time. So just here need to hit the next button for the further, and in the screen enter the credential for WebLogic server. So here we have to mention the username as a WebLogic, and then the password, we need to give on, and confirm password. So WebLogic server, here we need to give the username for the WebLogic server. Here what happened in case of BIE, the WebLogic user with we can say that the administrator user for OBIE 11G means WebLogic user plays the important role as administrator user for BI analytics. So just hit the next, and here we need to we can check the configuration of products components. So here OBIEE Oracle Business Intelligence, and it comes under that is the Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition, Business Intelligence Publisher, and real-time decisions. So here we need to check whatever the components we have to configure. So here OBIEE, if Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition, that includes the BI Answers, BI Interactive Dashboard, BI Delivers, Oracle BI Administration Tool, and Oracle BI Job Manager, BI Catalog Manager, and BI Add-in etc. And then the OBI Publisher is useful to publish the report, or it's for the reporting. And the real-time decisions helps to take the real-time decisions for the analysis. So if we need to configure this component, we can check, and if we don't, then we can don't have need to select it. So just hit the next button, and here enter the connection detail to the database in which you set up the Dev BI platform schema. So here we need to give the database detail, and for our schemas and databases. So the database type is Oracle, and in a connection string we need to give the host name of the where we created our schemas, and need to give the port number, need to give the service, and then need to give the schema username and schema password. So enter the BI platform schema's password here, and then hit on the next, and the next screen automatically gives the name for the MDS, and so here it's automatically got selected, and just we need to give check over here, and just hit the next button. So in the next screen we just have to give the message for security update as we need to receive the security updates for Oracle support, as if we need we have done already the registration with Oracle support. If you need it, then or if you have not provided these email addresses for it, we just have to click on the S button and then just hit the next one. And then the next slide for just I have mentioned the screen for finalize the installation, and click on the installation button to start the installation. So the installation progress the begins and start installing the supporting WebLogic server files required. So here the installation summary screen, we can check the middleware home location, middleware Oracle BI Oracle home, WebLogic server home, BI domain home, and BI domain name, and we can check the instance name here, and then instance home. So we just have to save this file under our directory, and we can check we can see it's a response file for our installation details, and just hit on the install button, and we can see in the next screen the installation progress. And here now you mention the screen like this, and in the next screen we can check after installation, the configuration automatically start with respect to the simple installation type. So here we can check the progress of our installation, and we can check the configuration tool for BI configuration components, creation of domain, setting up the web logic, and deploying best setup. So we can check the progress here in a BI configuration screen. And then next, for to verify the configuration that it will successfully complete it with 100% or not. So we can check the BI configuration in the screen. We just have to um, hit the next button, and here in the next screen will show the complete messages, and once you check check out, then to click the finish to finish installation and configuration. So here we can check the configuration of components and WebLogic console URLs and enterprise manager URL, business intelligence URL, and real-time decision URL. And we can check here the we can save this file, and we can see it as a response file for to check our configure components with the web URL, and just need to click on our finish button, and this our installation and configuration successfully we can complete it. Then after the installation and configuration successfully completion, we can check the analytics that will with the default browser, and it comes with URL comes automatically in the browsers, and we can check our BI analytics with the WebLogic users, and with password. Just we need to have to sign in, and we can check the status of our OBI instances. So in a next screen we can check the default report, as we make the sure of installation is done successfully or not. So here in this publish reporting, we can check the report default that default installed. So we can check the success of this report, and then we can check our sample repository with BI administration tool, as we need to just check it with all programs business intelligence under BI administration tool. We just have to start our repository with BI administration tool, and we can run this repository in offline mode, and we can check with BI administration, as BI administration plays the client to run the repository. So we can open our repository with BI administration tool. We just have to select the BI repository under the repository folder, and we can open it with BI administration tool, as we need to give the password for this repository, which will be the default, that is admin 123. So we have a look of repository in BI administration tool, and we can check this repository and repository consistency with BI administration tool by opening this repository in online mode. And we can check the services, and we can start the services from Oracle Business Intelligence start BI services. So with the help of this start BI services, we can start our Oracle Business Intelligence services. That means the business intelligence server service, scheduler service, presentation service. We can start all services with the help of start BI services. Okay, so once this entered, and WebLogic server script, then it start if you start this BI services, then it start with the admin server service, then manage server OPMM service, and after 5 minutes later it will we can log into BI 11G using the WebLogic user password and username and password, and we can check our Oracle Business Intelligence with the BI Analytics login as the URL like this HTTP and the server name and the port of WebLogic server, and BI Analytics is same as it runs with the WebLogic server port, that is 7001, and analytics. And we can check the other validation link for the other components with installation using WebLogic credential. That means it's for the WebLogic console, and the URL is same as 7001 port of WebLogic and console. Then the BI publisher, we can check this XMLP server link URL of BI publisher, and we can check the enterprise manager link. That means the enterprise manager plays an important role as the administration role of OBIE. Then we can check the real-time decisions with this UI link of web URL, and here I have mentioned one point, the Microsoft Internet Explorer version 7 and 8 are the only currently supporting browsers for real-time decisions. Okay. Thanks for participating in the webinar. We will look forward to see you again in the upcoming webinars for Vedavi Global Services. Please contact us for any query related to BI, EPM space to email and mobile number available on the contact us site. So have a great time. Thank you.